place like Washington, D.C. The president's behavior was shameful and wrong. His personal interests do not take precedence over those of this great nation. The president has the responsibility to uphold the integrity and the honor of the office, not just for himself, but for all future presidents. Degrading the office by actions or even name-calling weakens it for future presidents, and it weakens our country. All of this rotted foundation of the process, all of this led to the conclusion that I reached several days ago, that there would be no fair trial. While this trial was held here in this Senate, it was really litigated in the court of public opinion. For half the country, they'd already decided there had been far too much process. They considered the entire impeachment inquiry to be baseless, and they thought that the Senate should have just dismissed the case as soon as it reached us. And then for the other half, no matter how many witnesses were summoned or deposed, no matter how many documents were produced, the only way the trial could have been considered fair was if it resulted in the president's removal from office. During the month that the House declined to transmit the articles to the Senate, the demon of faction extended his scepter. The outcome became clear, and a careless media cheerfully tried to put out the fires with gasoline. We debated witnesses instead of the case before the Senate. Rather than the president's conduct, the focus turned to how a lack of additional witnesses could be used to undermine any final conclusion. And what started with political initiatives that degraded the office of the president and left the Congress wallowing in partisan mud, it threatened to drag the last remaining branch of government down along with us. Now, Mr. President, I've taken tough votes before to uphold the integrity of our courts. And when it became clear that a tie vote here in the Senate would simply be used to burn down our third branch of government for partisan political purposes, I said, enough. Just enough. The response to the president's behavior is not to disenfranchise nearly 63 million Americans and remove him from the ballot. The House could have pursued censure and not immediately jumped to the remedy of last resort. I cannot vote to convict. The Constitution provides for impeachment, but does not demand it in all instances. An incremental first step to remind the president that, as Montesquieu said, political virtue is a renunciation of oneself, and this requires a, quote, continuous preference of the public's interest over one's own. Removal from office and being barred from ever holding another office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States is the political death penalty. The president's name is on ballots that have already been cast. The voters will pronounce a verdict in 9 months, and we must trust their judgment. This process has been the apotheosis of the problem of congressional abdication. Through the refusal to exercise war powers or relinquishing the power of the purse, selective oversight, and an unwillingness to check emergency declarations designed to skirt Congress, we have failed. We have failed time and again. We, as the legislative branch, cannot continue to cede authority to the executive. The question that we must answer, given the intense polarization in our country, is where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? And I wish that I had that magic wand, but sadly I have no definitive answers. But I do have hope, because we must have hope. As I tried to build consensus over the past few weeks, I had many private conversations with colleagues, and so many in this chamber share my sadness for the present state of our institutions. It's my hope that we've finally found bottom here, that both sides can look inward and reflect on the apparent willingness that each has to destroy not just each other, but all of the institutions of our government. And for what? Because it may help win an election? At some point, Mr. President, at some point for our country, winning has to be about more than just winning, or we will all lose. With that, Mr. President, I thank you. I yield the floor.
Yo, sing this shit. Are y'all fucking dumb?
This is a DJ Noise mixtape presentation. This is a DJ Noise mixtape presentation.
That girl, she got with my clone. I told that little girl that she got it, just do better. Are you serious? I swear my money is serious. Okay, all my checks, I just be clearing it. She suck my dick till she get delirious. Okay, jump on the jet so I'm clearing it. Okay, pop, but I'm not talking new. Okay, smoke that boy just like a cigarette. If that boy try to make a false move, I'm on some whole other shit. I got a whole nother rich. I'm on a new level. I was fucking on your bitch. She was riding on my dick. She ain't need two pedals. I swear these niggas, they bitches. I swear they all gonna snitch when my niggas gon' shoot at them. Niggas, they mad about this. Niggas, they mad about that, but it's only if you let them. She say my name in her phone. Only thing she say me under is probably that you let her. No, I don't got provolone. Only thing in my pocket is probably some blue cheddar. She try to leave me alone. Then she got right with my clone, and I hope that she do better. I know it's blue cheese on me, but when I got 50s on me, I call that shit loose cheddar. Jeremy Scott's all on my feet. I had a cougar with me, so I call that girl Coretta. I am the richest nigga in my city. I can make it rain like no matter what's the weather. I know that girl, she got swag, but when it come to putting it together, she could do better. I sent that girl a DM. She ain't answer me, so you know that I gotta shoot two at her. Yeah. Gotta shoot two at her. Yeah.
And you're a little Uzi?
Gotta shoot two at her. Stay with the blue cheddar. Wow. That girl, she got with my clone. I told that little girl that she got it, just do better. Wow. Are you serious? I swear my money is serious. Okay, all my checks, I just be clearing it. She suck my dick till she get delirious. Okay, jump on the jet so I'm clearing it. Okay, pop, but I'm not talking new. Okay, smoke that boy just like a cigarette. If that boy try to make a false move, wow. They try to cut me down when they say I'm too low. Turn me out. I said turn me up. I cannot hear my flow. Wow. I ain't never been no fool. Do what I want, I'ma bend your rules. Yo, I'ma take the dub, I'ma win. I ain't never been no type that lose. Yo, born like this, I ain't did no study. Everything I got, man, I got it in a hurry. If I love you, better say that you love me. And if I trust you, better say that you trust me. Talk about the bag, the moolah, the guap. I'm at the bank, only time that I'm running. I said I'm on the road, no, I cannot stop. I'm running through obstacles, I'm in the hole. Oh, stop that. Told a fun nigga just drop that. If you shoot first, we gon' pop back. Marginal on me, long nigga, that's not that. What you got on? Powder sweatsuit made of nylon. Say my righteous girl, yeah, she say right on. When I hit that girl, right with the light on. When I hit that girl, gotta shoot two at her. I gotta shoot two at her. I stay with this blue cheddar. That girl, she got with my clone. I told that little girl that she got it, just do better. Are you serious? I swear my money is serious. Okay, all my checks, I just be clearing it. She suck my dick till she get delirious. Okay, jump on the jet so I'm clearing it. Okay, pop, but I'm not talking new. Okay, smoke that boy just like a cigarette. If that boy try to make a false move,
Ooh, you ain't cool like me. Take your man and do the dash. Run off with his Benz and laugh. Keep up with me, she not fast. Her head bigger than her ass. Fuck with me, I'll let her know. One more time, we let it go. Bad bitch, you get on the flow. If I'm shopping like the dough, she can't do it like me. Do it like me, like me. She can't do it like me. Do it like me, like me. She can't do it like me. Do it like me, like me. She can't do it like me. Do it like me, like me. Ayy, she not fucking with me. It's better if she don't. I hit in her teeth. All these hoes in the bathroom. I'm like, move, bitch, I gotta pee. So that show, they waiting on me. Yo, bitch in the front, cause she got a seat. Still in my swag, she wanna beat me. VIP wanna meet me. Security making you mad as shit. How are you mad that I'm having it? Girl, you look like you was sad as shit. I'm mad I can't find a bag to fit. White girl, do savage shit. He smoked me out, I ain't passing shit. Forever, maybe, baby, but baby, I ain't having his. She can't do it like me. Do it like me, like me. She can't do it like me. Do it like me, like me. She can't do it like me. Do it like me, like me. She can't do it like me. Do it like me, like me.
Drop out when I'm woozy. Low fade, took a boosie. Treasure time for the booty. She make it slow, still moving. John loud, still moving. On my side like the Louis. When it's time, never chewing. Never breathe, matter where I be. Write the hits, make a centerpiece. For me and fast, what they sending me. Got them here, never let them leave. Pray to God for the homies. It's okay, yeah. I can't feel my face, yeah. It's alright. Just some nights that I can't fight, out of spite. She live a life, it's okay. I can't feel my face. Sometimes my body scoot up and forward. My drip out like soy, my jacket's a foreign. She wanna put me on TV like more. My face is numb from the codeine I'm pouring. She blow me up when I'm busy, I'm touring. New city, new foreign, she thought I'm ignoring. She wanna be my new like knowing, but that's just too boring. I'm busy exploring, girls on handlebars. Price my nudge like twice. I don't want no pause, but them pills just touch her heart. She defeat the odds when her feelings get massaged. Ceiling full of stars, pop a pill and play a part. I'm so hard. Drop out when I'm woozy. Low fade, took a boosie. Treasure time for the booty. She make it slow, still moving. John loud, still moving. On my side like the Louis. When it's time, never chewing. Never breathe, matter where I be. Write the hits, make a centerpiece. For me and fast, what they sending me. Got them here, never let them leave. Pray to God for the homies. It's okay, yeah. I can't feel my face, yeah. It's alright. It's just some nights that I can't fight, yeah. Out of spite. She live a life. It's okay. I can't feel my face.
I'ma shake something, move something, break something. Fat ass, you wanna taste something? You like that? Then say something. Daddy, is it good enough? Tell me, is it good enough? Do you like it when I move rough? Baby, tell me, is it good enough? Only money make the pussy come. Mama, move, I get it from. Shake something, move something, break something. Fat ass, you wanna taste something? You like that? Then say something. Daddy, is it good enough? Tell me, is it good enough?
She wanna fuck on the perk. She like when I make her squirt. If that pussy good, get a purse. If that head good, quit working. She was mad, she couldn't get a Birkin. Her old man could pay for a surgery. I pull up in the bin, converted. I pull up, throw a 10 in a hurry. Whole lot of cash I'm throwing. Whole lot of ass she going. Getting head, I'm a credit phone. Getting head of my Patrick Yours. You selling your ass, you horn. What you need to look at for the morning? I ain't tryna pay for shit, I'ma warn you. I ain't tryna pay for shit, I'ma warn you. Yeah, all that money can't fit in that bag. Yeah, bitch, I'm living like that. This a Maybach and this a G-Wag. I ain't never said no jag. I pop shit, nigga, I talk cash shit. Bitch, my teeth called red. My new bitch look better than my lab, bitch. Bitch, I don't kill no ass.
I'ma shake something,
Bitch, you gon'
shake something,
bitch, you gon'
move something.
Yeah.